Hello, my friends. Watching the match between Nurgle versus DarkElves. 4-8 Nurgle versus Mountain Blitz DarkElves. DarkElves have the higher TV in this match. Nurgle lost many players this season. So they have Wizard, they have Max, Movement 5, Strength 4, Chainsaw player with Agility 3 and Armor 8. They have the Fame, interestingly. And both sides have 6 fan factors. Okay. And DarkElves choose to receive. So let's change this. Let's change the view. And when we open the extra skills, there are 3 loner rotors in the Nurgle team. And there is 1 movement bust rotor. This beast is very nice though, right? Block. Very nice beast. Big guys with block is always nice. So it's a fun start. DarkElves couldn't get some hits because of this event. Witch Elf is also down. We will see a Mighty Blow Blitz. That's a nice choice. But he has Wrestle, so it's not very useful. He chose to Wrestle there. Not a big difference. Not a big difference. Nurgle team can park the Beast on many DarkElves this turn if they want. Beast Blitz is coming. On a loner, the easy target selected for a better removal chance. Didn't follow there. They can make a 1 dice blitz with Wrestle to push the Beast now if they want. A block side step tackle piece for the ball carrying. A very nice ball carrier, honestly. With movement 7. Full appearance. Tentacles failed. This time a loner dodge is used. Hitting with Mighty Blow Wrestle continuously, I don't know if it is a good idea. When you have a block one. I killed a loner rotor. This time Tentacle didn't trigger it. But it's a failed dodge. Made difficult dodge and failed the easy one. Now, what can the Nurgle team do here? Nurgle team has a wizard, by the way, let's don't forget this. They are taking their hits. Maybe he could do this hit at 3 dice with the Beast. Max is coming, Max just staying there. Max is strength 4, but if you can hit him, he's vulnerable. Oh, failed the GFI. Using the reroll for it, it was a blitz. Yeah, it was a scoring threat, but do you think DarkElves will score? early. Probably they shouldn't, so you don't need to plan a reroll for this hit behind. Maybe he could hit something here. And it's also blotch. Making a pass in disturbing presence. This is not a very good idea. I can say it's a small mistake. And what is the ball protection here? So he's marking the max. Okay. But he needed to do dodge and 2 GFIs to mark the max with a loner player. So that was a bad move from the DarkElves team. If he moves something on the way, he can easily open the path for the max hit. Yeah, he get the POW. Probably we will see a hit. Oh, that's an injury. Another loner removal. This time DarkElves team loner is leaving the field. Max hit ended with a stun. And there's another loner DarkElves. And so DarkElves team also had 3 loner players. They lost some players also last week, if you remember. That was a rough match for them. So Beast is on the witch, but his strength, no, it's not strength. It is agility 5. Agility 5 and armor 8. So we may observe a 2 dice here on the beast with wrestle. All appearance didn't triggered, and it's a 1/9 against wrestle. Luckily, against block, luckily he has wrestle. DarkElves team is going for an early touchdown. Nurgle team is not a fast team, but 5 turns can be enough to score here. Max it out. That also helps for that purpose. And 1 player already down. So both sides have 10 players currently, if I'm correct. Yes. Agility 4 is a nice piece. Is a nice ball carrier. If you're under pressure, you can always go for some 2+ dodges. Let's see how will the Nurgle team approach the next 5 turns. Will they be able to score and make a draw in the first half? Kick with kick skill. Nurgle gets a reroll here. It's a deep kick. It is annoying for the Nurgle, obviously, because they have only 1 agility 4 player naturally, and rotors are not fast enough. Other Pastigore can be a scoring threat, obviously, but he needs to run continuously, probably. And DarkElves team can make some pressure on the way. A hit on a blotch piece. Pickup is successful, and it is a 2, so agility 4 did a job here. Using the go for it. He has 6, 7, 8. 8 plus 13, 21 squares to go. And 4 turns remaining, so Potentially he has 24 movement and he just needs a 21. So he can, if he can continuously move, it won't be very easy probably. He can reach almost to here with 2 GFIs next turn. DarkElves team prefer to stay in the front. They are trying to form a line and not sending anybody behind the line. That's understandable. That's okay. They don't want to lose players to send behind. They just need to defend this turn. This next 4 turns from Nurgle. Nurgle team is taking their hits. Yeah, there's a nice screen. Beast is coming with the 2 dice on the wrestle player. Will he follow? He follows. Marking the blotch kick, lineman. DarkElves team is trying to be annoying. They're standing up their players. They are trying to slow down the Nurgle team. Will that be enough? We will see. They took a hit on a pass to go. And we will see a mighty blow hit 2 dice on a Nurgle warrior. No armor break though. Yeah, DarkElves team is engaging and making pressure on the Nurgle team. They are giving some hits, but at the same time, they don't let them move closer to the touchdown zone. This loner hit start, that can be that could be a problem. Without block, making this kind of hits is not a very good idea. Even you have a block. If you have some other moves first, better to do them at first. There is no guard on the beast. Technically, that's an easy 1 dice on the ball. He could take this hit. Not very easy, honestly. Yeah, not very, very easy. Two turns remaining for the Nurgle team after this Dark Elf turn. Oh, yeah, with leap. Pretty easy 1 dice. It's a nice scatter for the Nurgle team. And another successful dice from the DarkElves team, and this time it can be a problematic. Especially they will try to score at the same time next turn, so DarkElves cannot score, that's certain. Nobody in the scoring range. Oh, making it a 3 dice worked very nice. And they got an injury. Wrestle Mighty Blow guy is out. Another perm for the Dark Elf team. That really hurts. Last week and this week they're still losing players. They will lose some TV after this match also. They are bringing some scoring threats. Good idea. But where will he keep the ball? Made the GFI and entered here. Probably that won't be enough. If this hit is successful, that's a very easy 2 dice on the ball. And even 1 dice is probably enough. She has strip ball. Taking the hit with Mighty Blow. Just taking the push, that's enough. Now he's marking here. Leap to distraction. And pushing towards the red dice. But the ball is on the ground at least. It's a skull, just a push. Lucky time for the Dark Elf. Tentacle worked. Push the witch, so trying to clear the ball, then trying to pick up and 6, 7, 8. 2+ pass. After the pickup, 2+, 2+, 3+, and score. Oh, making the GFIs. The pass is also at 2+, so making the pass was not necessary here. If he was agility 3, the pass was more meaningful, but for agility 2, agility 4, you can just make the pass. But didn't fail the next moves, so they scored. It is 1-1. Very nice for the Nurgle team, obviously. They keep their wizard for their drive. Dark Elf team is 9 players on the field. Nurgle team is 10 players currently. The problem is Dark Elf, Witch Elf is very good. Witch Elf is very problematic. Very difficult to protect the ball against her. So it is still not very clear difference on the field. Anything can happen. If they can start with some extra removals on the loss and the blitz, that can be very nice for the Nurgle team. Otherwise, 9 Dark Elf players can cause you some serious problem, especially some players are very nice skills. Here, as you can see, these 5 players with blodge. Here there is wrestle. Nurgle team has the strength advantage, but their skills are not very good, and there are some loner routers also. So what is the plan here from the Nurgle team? Taking the blitz hit. Fair enough. Just a push. You don't want to go on the ground as a slow player. And a pickup failed. Yeah, no need to reroll that, I agree. Dark Elf team is taking a 2 dice Mighty Blow hit. Next, they're trying to stand in front of the Nurgle players. But if they play passive like this, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's a good idea. If you don't pressure the behind line of the Nurgle, they can be very free. They can be very comfortable about this. Maybe DarkElves coach thinks sooner or later they will need to get close. And when they get close, I will make my action. Maybe that's their plan. They can get 2 dice with block. Loner big boy. And it's a stun. This time Picas is successful. And he's just staying out of the range. Now this turn, DarkElves team should send some players behind. It's a 1 dice. That's interesting. And I guess block player. He got lucky here, and it was a 2+, honestly, so stun is lucky, of course. Hitting with wrestle, that's understandable. Yeah, they send one block side step tackle player, so now force the Nurgle ball carrier to move on. Cannot stay behind anymore. They can make a supported cage from inside against the leap, because Witch Elf is too far now. Dark Elf team afraid from getting marked by the beast, so trying to move away the witch as much as possible. It's a 2 dice, which could be a 3 dice. I think you need to feed the beast with one of the loner players as a Dark Elf team. Oh, fall appearance triggered, but reroll came past the fall appearance roll. Now we will see a 1 dice, and there's also a fall appearance on the beast, and couldn't pass because of the block. So beast will be there. Tentacle is successful. Loner lineup couldn't get away. Will he take this hit and get close to the witch? The problem is if he follows that's an easy 2 dice with wrestle. He can easily clear from the beast. Then he can leap inside. Beast took hit here instead. So that will be an easy 1 dice shot. That's a double pow. How about the result? Nothing special. It will be an easy 1 dice to 1 dice hit. If he wants, yeah, marking these 3 players and going to this angle probably. But it will be a red dice. Push is sufficient to drop the ball. How about the red dice? Red dice, there's a skull. And No skull this time. Nurgle coach took the block there, so keeping the witch inside. That's a tricky condition now. DarkElves team is fully engaging to the Nurgle team. They want to cause trouble as much as possible, then... Oh, this removal will help. Every removal helps. Just a push on the witch. The ball is free now. Taking a hit again with the loner without block rotor. That's again not a good idea. And you don't, it wasn't a very critical one, I think. First of all, you need to make the pickup. Yeah, it's a 2+ dodge, not a very big deal. No guard on the Nurgle team is really very troublesome for them. Oh, Witch is out, by the way. Loner Rotor. 2 dice got the power this time. Witch Elf is coming because she has jump up. And it's a nice angle. Though it's a skull, but he found the power with his last reroll. How about the scatter? Where is the ball? The ball is on the beast? It's a 1 dice, but it's just a push. Wow, that's crazy. The ball is on the beast. Ball, no, beast tentacles grasped the ball and didn't let it go. Let's see what happens next. That's very interesting moment. And Loner Dark Elf gets an injury. Gets 2 SP and removing a Pastigore. That's very, very useful. Nurgle team is still didn't use their wizard yet. We may see a red dice on the beast at some point. Let's see when it happens, or if it happens. Nurgle team has also 3 rerolls, by the way. It's gonna be a 3 dice on the witch with this Nurgle warrior if he wants to take. Yeah, he tooks and gets the POW. An armor break and an injury actually. What is the injury? MNG. Epo is not used. She's out for the next week. DarkElves coach is acting very cautious here, trying to keep their important players. That's understandable. This is a league competition, so you need to protect your players. No need to be very, very aggressive at this moment. It's a 1/9. Both sides has block. There will be two turns for the Nurgle team after this. And they made a chain push on the beast to push him 1 square back. So beast needs to make a handoff. Needs to give the ball to somebody. It's a failed dodge from a loner Dark Elf. Let's see what is the choice here. Will he use the wizard at this moment? Still didn't use. And they need to bring a scoring threat. Looks like a loner rotor will be a scoring threat. That's an unlucky 1/9. Pastigore is now a scoring threat. Rotors are not scoring threat, and Pastigore needs a 2 GFI. He's on the 5th square, making the handoff. That's nice. Will the Dark Elf team be able to stop this? They blocked the ball carrier pretty nicely, and using the bolt to prevent the defensive reaction from the Dark Elf team here. Instead of taking this hit, probably you should have tried to make this 1/9 dodge and try to use your elves to make a screen, in my opinion. Maybe that way you could have a chance to stop the Nurgle team from scoring. Now they just need to clear this Dark Elf. He can easily make it a 3 dice, or making it 2 dice. Okay, with block, but Beast also have block. And it could be a 3 dice. But you cannot reroll though, so that's okay. That's okay. And just going for the touchdown. First GFI is okay, and second GFI is also okay. Nurgle team gets a very big step towards the win. Dark Elf team has only one turn, and probably they don't have enough players to make a one-turn touchdown. Chaos also didn't come back, so it will be a win for the Nurgle team. That's a very, very valuable win. Congratulations to the Nurgle team, Boronate. What can I say about the Dark Elf team? Their ballsack attempts were nice, actually. And they tried to use their opportunities, but scattered ball, especially catch by the beast, at that point was very annoying, I think, for the Dark Elf team, as far as I can remember. And they also started to lose their players in the second half. Maybe the biggest criticize could be needed to score fast in the first touchdown. I mean, yeah, you want to leave the max maybe, but I think if you want to win the match, you should be able to stall better than this. Especially you have fast players, you have better skills. Nurgle team has no tackle. The biggest threat against you is their foul appearance, disturbing presence, the beast tentacles. I think probably they could find some way to delay a few more turns. I don't know. Let's check the dice rolls. Nurgle team is... I don't like to check the dice rolls too much because it is not generally very practical. You cannot understand. Actually, some dices are much more important than some other dices. You know, even on the blocks. Sometimes a 2 dice is very critical for the match, but many 2 dices may be just ordinary 2 dice hits. But the one thing we can clearly observe is on the block dices, Dark Elf team has more skulls and Nurgle team has more pows. Probably that can affect on some removals. And on the sustained removals, Dark Elf team had 3 casualties from their team, 2 casualties from the Nurgle team. 1 loner died, and That was an perm on a good Dark Elf player. That was unlucky. Anyway, that's over. Congratulations again to the Nurgle team. And thank you very much for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.